We are here live in Death Valley at Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, as the Tigers host the Ohio State Buckeyes as we get ready to wrap up Week 4 of Season 8 in the CFSL. And in the booth with me tonight is Matt Packmat. We got a couple of teams that their seasons haven't gone exactly the way we wanted to, but they want to start turning things around tonight.
I got a good opportunity to do just that. This is only the third time these teams have ever met. Series tied 1-1 all time, so something's going to give.
And the return taken out by Fuller, and he's going to get it out 23 yards. So Ohio State's going to start on offense, and we see Manuel Silva coming out here, the star running back for Ohio State. Shotgun for Ohio State to get started. Going to hand it off to Silva. Goes right up the middle. Stiff arms his way forward, and he'll pick up 1 yard.
That's a short gain there for Silva. He's had a good season so far, averaging 4.1 yards a carry. Only able to get one that time, though.
Drop it back, passing to the left. And that one is going to be out of bounds, so it's going to be 3rd and 9 upcoming now for Ohio State.
Well, Silva not able to haul that one in. Looked like a good ball delivered by Jermaine. Now, long third down force for the Buckeyes.
And they're going to go halfback screen. They dump it off to Silva, and he's going to go to the left, but not going to pick up the first down. So quick 3 and out there for Ohio State.
Well, yeah, not a good way to start their first drive. They went a couple of little flat pass, and then went the halfback screen. Really couldn't get anything going. Credit the LSU defense for stopping them. And this punt is bad.
Not a great punt, I agree. And that one is going to go out at the 48-yard line. So great field position here for LSU.
Well, you know, they've given Gage Youngblood a very short field to work with. Let's see where they go.
Play fake to start off. Pass in over the middle and off of the hands of Tony Lee, who gets the deflection.
Well, that was a good job by the defense. Gage Youngblood, interesting first play, you know, come with a rollout right there. They're probably looking for Colt, but Ohio State adjusted very well.
So on second down, they're going to go read option, and they go to the outside, and Youngblood going to fall forward for a pickup of 11.
Well, Youngblood had a big game against Ohio State last season as well. Threw for over 300 yards, I believe ran for a little over 100. Was a big part in a pretty decent win for the Tigers.
LSU staying in the pistol, thrown off his back foot, caught, and that's going to be a 16-yard pickup down to Fred Perry.
Well, Fred Perry hauls that one in, you know, the three-star wide receiver. That's his 15th catch on the year, Mike. So Gage Bodine and Gage Youngblood. Why do I keep saying that?
Wow,
God, I am so hung on that.
Yeah.
Gage Youngblood has, you know, started off this drive very well, mixed it up so far.
All right, first and 10 here from the 22. And they're going to stay in the pistol. 2 tight ends this time. And one of them is going to come to motion. That's Edge Eggers. Play fake again. And stepping up, taking a shot towards the end zone. Caught! And pushed out at the 1 is Devin Roberts with a 21-yard pickup.
Well, I tell you what, Devin Roberts there runs a perfect corner route to the outside. We see him, you know, cutting up field. Not quite able to get in, but LSU's in business here, Mike. They're looking to score early, take advantage of this great field position they got.
First and goal from the 1. Pistol formation bunch to the right. Youngblood back to pass. Steps up, throws left, and off of the hands of his receiver, Darryl Potee is not able to bring that one home.
Well, Youngblood delivers a good ball there. Potee's not able to haul it in, but, you know, still second and go. Hadn't seen Colt Youngblood yet.
Second and goal now. Still pistol, going to pass again. Rolling to his right. As Youngblood gets pressure, and he's going to fire that one out the back of the end zone. So a third and goal coming up.
Well, besides the one breakdown on the corner at Ohio State's been pretty decent in coverage so far. Third and goal. Again, they're lining up. But I'd like to see them run this one.
Speed option, and Gage Youngblood not going to get it, -2. So they get a first and goal, and they can't do anything with it, Matt, and they're going to have to kick a field goal.
Well, Lloyd Silva does just a really good job right there. He reads the speed option very well, gets into the backfield and stops it, forcing the field goal.
So a 19-yard field goal. It's about as short of a field goal as you can kick. And that one is good there by Remy Boudreau. So first score of the game puts LSU up 3-0.
Well, you know, a good drive, but would like to see the Tigers go ahead and cash that in for a touchdown. A little bit of questionable play calling there late in the drive.
Bowler 24 barely gets it out across the 20-yard line. Not great field position start. There you see LSU giving up only 5 yards on their first drive. So looking for a little bit more success as the Ohio State offense on this drive. They'll come out in the shotgun formation, 2-by-2 set. And Silva off to the right. Jimmy Germain back to pass, and that one is batted away. Alan Dutch will swat it away.
Well, Dutch, he went up for that one, got one hand on it, just batted it sideways. Germain looking a little uncomfortable early in this game here in Death Valley.
Second and 10, Germain going to pass again. Going to take a shot deep over the middle. He's got his receiver down to the 30, 20, and taken down inside the 15 is the tight end, Eric Miller.
Eric Miller with only his 5th catch and by far his longest of the season so far. Just a complete breakdown by LSU's coverage there. And Miller, he was a little bit faster. He'd be in the end zone right there, but the big man hadn't quite got the wheels for it. So,
well, it's tight end. There's only so much that you can expect there.
I don't know. I've seen fast tight ends before.
Would you be referring to one Michael McKenzie?
Yes, I would.
Yes, okay. First and 10 from the 12. Handing off to Silva, and he plows his way to a 6-yard pickup.
Well, I expect to see a lot of Manuel Silva here and his giant neck roll on this drive.
216 yards and a pair of touchdowns coming into this game for Silva. And he's got a 2nd and 4 here. He'll get the handoff again, but Brent Gelkin going to say hello and brings him down for a loss of 2.
Well, Gelkin got penetration almost immediately right there, Mike, and that's his 7th tackle for loss on the season.
3rd and 6. Ball at the 8.5. Shotgun formation, 2x2 set. LSU trying to fire up the home crowd. Jermaine back pass, get pressure, he gets hit and taken down. Gelkin as the first one there, but Cameron Boggs is going to get credit with the sack.
Gelkin got back there again, wasn't able to wrangle him in, but as you said, Boggs able to clean him up. 4th and 13, they're going to force Ohio State into a field goal try.
So Ohio State gets the big play, 64 yards to the tight end Miller, and then not able to do anything, they go backwards, and so now they're going to try a 33-yard field goal here by Darius Brewer. And that one is up and good. So we got a tie ball game here with 5:41 to play in the first quarter.
Well, both defenses playing pretty well. Ohio State did a great job holding LSU to a field goal with a very short field in front of them. Ohio State gets a good drive going off the big play, but not able to cash it in for a touchdown either. We're tied up at 3-3.
This one taken from the goal line. It's going to get out near the 30. That's Ulrich Odenheim, the safety, on the return. So LSU's coming out, second drive, and they got stuffed on the 1-yard line, had to kick a field goal. We'll see what they can do here, starting from their own 29. And that one off to Colt Youngblood, and he's going to take his first carry to the left for 7 yards.
Well, they came out their last drive. They were very focused on the pass. The arm of Gage Youngblood ran, a read option or two. Finally, they hand the ball off to his brother Colt, and we see what he can do when he gets some open field in front of him.
Colt Youngblood, 350 yards and 4 touchdowns on the season. Read option there. Gage going to keep it himself, gets a block on the outside as the pancake out there by Devin Roberts, and Youngblood picks up the nice gain.
Well, I see, LSU right now, they've proved they can move the ball passing. Now they're running the ball. Going to try to keep this Ohio State defense guessing as to what's coming at them. I like the strategy so far.
1st and 10 here, play fake. Youngblood back pass, fires to the right, and he finds his tight end. Roberts still on his feet, down inside the 20, picking up 36 yards.
Hits him deep on that route there, and Roberts again almost got in the end zone on the last drive, wasn't quite able to do it. This time picks up another huge gain for the LSU Tigers going downfield. Fights his way through the tackle too. Pretty impressive run by the big man. Again, not able to get in the end zone, but my goodness, the Youngbloods are dealing right now.
They already got 56 yards in the first 3 plays of this drive. And now they got a 1st and 10 from the 15. They'll come out in the pistol, 2 tight ends again. And they're going to send one of them in motion going right to left. Going to hand it off to Gage Youngblood, who goes up the middle, or Colt Youngblood. I can never get them straight. 3 yards.
Well, I always remember because he's number 45. It's Colt 45. And
I know, but it doesn't just sit in my head like it's supposed to. 2nd and 7, 4 wide now, 3 to the left. They're going to bring the tight end Roberts in motion, go left to right, make a 2x2 look. Low snap, thrown to the left, caught, bouncing off and into the end zone. Daryl Potees the second for a touchdown.
Potees did a great job of getting out of what looked like it was going to be a big hit there just before he got to the first down marker. Bounces to the outside. I don't think Ohio State's defense was ready. He runs it in for the touchdown. Good drive by the Tigers.
And the extra point is good, so LSU scored on both of their first 2 drives, and they got an early 10-3 lead here in front of the home crowd. We're halfway through the first quarter. Ohio State hasn't looked quite as crisp on offense.
Well, they look very uncomfortable. I think Jermaine's having a little bit of a freshman jitter here early in the first quarter. They're not relying on the running game very much. Jermaine's sitting back trying to throw against this defense, and LSU is sitting back in coverage. They've already got to him once on a sack. Jermaine's going to have to mix it up. Also, he's going to have to use his legs, I think, Mike, to free himself up a little bit.
Cameron Boggs got the sack that ended the last drive and forced a 33-yard field goal. We'll see what they can do here on this one. And they're going to hand this one off to Silva. He's got a little bit of room, runs through one defender, and he's going to be able to pick up 5.
That's a good start to drive here. Ohio State started out with Manuel Silva. Get him going, get this defense to bite up. That's going to open up those routes down the field for you. They've already had one big hit to the tight end early. They can find another.
Silva getting this one, going to the outside, stiff arms one guy, and then he's brought down at the 35, only going to pick up 2. So it's going to set up a 3rd down.
It looked like he had more yards if he cut up field a little bit quicker on that run, Mike, but he tries to stick to the outside. I think he was just looking for contact. That's kind of what it looked like.
It did look like he could have cut that inside and got more. Empty backfield now for Jermaine. Standing at 30, dropping back, going to fire quick over the middle. That one is caught. Picking up the first down is Dylan Turner.
All right, and this drive already off to a better start. It's slower, more methodical, not a big play yet. but Jermaine's starting to settle in. Now he's 3 of 5 on his passes, looking a lot better.
Jermaine in the shotgun, going to hand it off on the draw to Silva. He's got some room and some blocking, and he's going to pick up 13 down to the 43.
If you get the big man going like that, he could have a big game for you. LSU seems to be wanting to sit on the pass. The answer to that, run the football.
Well, they're going to do it again. This time read option, and Jermaine goes to the outside, makes one guy miss. And then he slips another tackle. Finally brought down from behind by Brandon Stone, but he picks up 12.
Well, Stone's able to get him down from behind. That was a great run by Jermaine. Now they've moved well into LSU Tiger territory and going to try to keep this drive going, try to put 7 on the board themselves.
Silva gets it now. He's taking it up the middle on an inside zone. He'll get out to the 20, picking up 12 more and get another first down.
We're starting to see some old school football here. Just a bunch of, we're going to run the ball and you try to stop us. And it's working for the Buckeyes right now.
They ran the ball only 2 times on the last drive for only 4 yards. This time having much more success. Jermaine keeping himself, and he'll pick up 10 and another first down.
Well, this combo of Jermaine and Silva can be very successful. I'd like to see more of it out of this Ohio State offense. Jermaine can be decent passing the ball, but you've got a lot of athleticism in that backfield.
Read option again. Jermaine keeps it himself, going to the outside, gets a block, runs through a defender, and he's going to be just short of the touchdown.
Looked like everything but the ball crossed the goal line right there, and apparently that's what the refs were looking at. Not a touchdown, but hey, 2nd and goal, it's a whole lot closer.
5 straight runs has him down inside the 1. 2nd and goal, empty backfield. Now they bring a receiver in motion. They're going to use him on the option. Jermaine gets bottled up, and nothing doing as he's going to lose 5.
Well, broken play right there, and much credit to the LSU defense. We see there that, Mitchell O'Brien among those who are in the backfield. He goes for the speed option, tries to cut back, look upfield to pass. Too many Tigers around him, man.
So 3rd and goal now. Jermaine going to pass again. 4-man rush, steps up, and going to fire that one through the end zone. So once again, a drive's going to stall out here at the 1 for Ohio State.
Well, LSU does exactly what they need to do. They keep them out of the end zone, get the stop that they need, hold them to a field goal. Now, what Ohio State, okay, you got to look at this. Okay, we got more points. We've cut it to a 4-point lead, but here's the thing. Our defense hasn't really stopped them all night. We, held them to a field goal. But that last drive, LSU kind of did what they wanted all the way down the field. This Ohio State defense has to tighten up. It has to get a little bit better.
Return taken down the left hash here. They're taking it out to the 33. Nice return there by Alan Dutch. And so we'll see LSU for the 3rd time tonight as they start with decent field position. Both of these teams, though, they've had a drive end on the 1. And you don't want to do that. We'll see what happens here. They're going to hand that one off to the backup running back as he is working his way downfield. Colt Youngblood. Actually, that wasn't the backup. Colt Youngblood picking up a nice game.
I was going to say, if that was Joe Reed, then Ohio State needs to fix their defense. But no, it was Colt Youngblood. And look at the cuts, the inside out. Keeps moving down the field. Just good pursuit down the field from the secondary is the only thing that stops him from getting a touchdown on that drive. LSU's dealing again.
38-yard run to start the drive down to the 29. Now they'll come out in the pistol formation with 2 tight ends. And play fake to Youngblood. The other Youngblood rolling, gets hit as he throws. And that one's going to fall incomplete. Michael Kruger forcing the incompletion.
Kruger was not going to be denied on that one. He gets into the backfield. He doesn't give Youngblood any time to get rid of it. Just swallows him up.
Pistol formation, trips to the right, play fake, and Youngblood's going to waste that one away, and it's quickly going to bring up a 3rd and 10.
Well, it looked like it was a mix-up on the what he thought the route was going to be. Had a man going downfield there, but didn't seem to think that was where he's going to be at.
Pistol, the favor of the day, and they're going to check that down underneath, but the tight end Roberts not able to pick up much. Only going to get 3, and so we're going to see another field goal attempt here as they're going to attempt a 43-yarder.
It's a good hold by the Ohio State Buckeye defense. They can hold them to 3 points here.
And that field goal is good. So LSU up with a 7-point lead now. They've scored on all 3 of their drives.
They have, but now it's still just only a touchdown that separates these 2 teams. If Ohio State can put a drive together here, if Jimmy Jermaine can get it into the end zone, we're back to basically 0-0.
Fuller puts on the brakes there, lines up some blocks, and gets a 31-yard return. So nice return by him. And we'll see what Ohio State can do. Down by 7, statistically, these two teams are looking pretty even.
Yeah, they are. It's been an even game so far. Both defenses made some key holds or stops. Both offenses have done pretty well. LSU gets an advantage on offense because they've been able to, move a little easier down the field.
A run pass option there, and they go to the outside, and that one's caught by Eric Miller, who picks up 14.
Well, Jermaine ran that RPO like he, knew it like the back of his hand. You saw the fake handoff. He fakes kind of a run and then throws it. Good play by Ohio State.
Jimmy Jermaine comes into this game, 4 TDs, no interceptions. So he's been very efficient this year. Draw play. Silva gets excellent blocking, and he's got a first down before he gets taken down in the third level.
Well, 8 rushes, 50 yards so far for Manuel Silva. And I'll tell you what, Jimmy Jermaine, Ohio State, they've looked good on these drives. They keep getting stopped short, though, inside the 5-yard line. That's going to come back to haunt them if they're not careful.
And off to Silva again, and he's going to pick up 5 more. And so he's up to 55 yards on 9 carries.
Well, and that's okay, I think, because you've got Adam Fuller who can come in, play that backup role at halfback. Granted, he might not have the numbers that Silva does, but he's a decent option. That's
going to do it for the first quarter of action here from Baton Rouge. LSU with a 7-point lead. But Ohio State driving. You're watching the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube Live. Start of the second quarter, and they're going to hand this one off to the backup running back, Adam Fuller, who gets bottled up, and he's going to lose a yard to force the third down.
Mitchell O'Brien, great in pursuit right there, gets into the backfield. The first man misses. Fuller does a good job fighting his way through that, but Mitchell O'Brien stops him for his second tackle for loss for the night.
Ohio State only 1 for 4 on third downs tonight. They're going to come out here in an empty backfield. 4-man rush to go over the middle, and that one is caught for a first down. Brad McFadden picking up the yardage.
Well, good conversion there by Ohio State. Jimmy Jermaine knows exactly what he needs for the first down and does what we preach out of the booth every week. He throws it past the marker.
Ball just inside the 30-yard line now. Empty backfield again. They're going to go with the quarterback draw. Jermaine gets tripped up, but he's going to fall forward for 3.
All right, Ohio State moving slowly and surely down the field here again. We've only seen the one big play from this offense so far. Wouldn't mind seeing Braden Ennis or one of those big-name targets get involved.
Read option. Jermaine's going to keep it himself, but he gets spun down by TJ Shadow, who limits him to 3.
Well, Shadow read it pretty well right there, and keep him from getting the first down was pretty impressive. This LSU defense is tightening up as they get in closer and closer to the red zone.
3rd and 3, empty backfield again here for Ohio State. Jermaine back to pass. Rolls right, fires right, wide open receiver. And picking up the first down is the safety, Lloyd Silver.
Well, Lloyd Silver, we've seen him come in several times for this offense throughout the course of this season. Very talented, athletic young man. Gets the first for his team right there.
Captain Crunch, they call him on defense. Handoff Silva right up the middle. And he's going to pick up 5, and they're continuing to rely on the run game.
Well, and it's working for him right now. Silva, he's got a decent pace set so far, already over 50 yards rushing, and he cuts it in half, 2nd and 5.
75% of their last 16 plays have been runs. They're going to pass here, though. 2nd and 5, you're going to throw that one away, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
There's good coverage by LSU there. They had everybody blanketed. They had the pressure coming in. Jermaine just has to get rid of it.
11th play of this drive as Ohio State trying to tie it up. Jermaine makes an adjustment. He'll drop back. Blitz coming, and he fires it for the end zone. Caught! Eric Miller with the touchdown.
Well, that was a great catch, and it looked like he drug that foot, kept it in bounds very well. They may look at it again. I'm not sure, but that was a nice ball delivered by Jimmy Jermaine. You see right there, he comes in, and that foot, yeah, I think he's in. I don't even think there's a reason to look at it, Mike. I think it's definitely a touchdown.
Well, they're going to review it anyway.
They don't believe me.
Well, they want to make sure. And I think his foot's in, and he drags it too. So I think that should be a good touchdown, although we've seen some questionable officiating this season.
We have seen some.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So it's good.
Okay.
So Miller had the 64-yard reception on their second drive, which led to a field goal. Now he gets the TD pass. So he's basically led to 10 points, and that ties it up. So Ohio State finally puts that drive together that they needed.
They finally got what they had to get. Jermaine seems to be settling into this game more and more. not making some of those early mistakes we saw. Both these offenses now kind of doing what they want to do. LSU moving in more big chunk plays, though.
Odenheim not able to get much there. It looked like he got out to the 23-yard line. So LSU got a little bit of work to do here.
Yeah, Brandon Cox was the one able to get Odenheim down on that. Just did a good job of hanging on to the safety who was trying to return.
Fourth drive of the night for LSU. They scored on their first 3. Play fake there. Stepping up, throwing to the left, and almost picked off the hands of Austin Turner and incomplete.
Austin Turner almost had got both hands on it, just couldn't bring it down. You can see the frustration after the play too. That was a risky pass by Youngblood.
They'll go pistol formation now, trips to the left. They'll hand it off to Youngblood, who moves around, but he's only able to get one. Nice play there by Colton Allen.
Well, Colton Allen does a good job. And we've seen Colt Youngblood so many times be able to find the hole, be able to make, either use his strength or his agility to find a way to get down the field, but Ohio State was having nothing to do with it right there.
So empty backfield here on this 3rd and 9. LSU in danger of a 3-and-out. They go over the middle. That one is caught. Eric Maltzer picking up the first down.
Well, Maltzer, one of those clutch receivers, those slot guys we talk so much about. He's been very reliable for the LSU Tigers.
Gage Youngblood only 6 of 12 tonight. Struggling a little bit. They'll go pistol again. Blitz coming, just gets rid of it, going to his right, and Maltzer again, this time picking up 2.
Well, and Colton Allen's the guy that dropped him on that one. He was playing back a little bit. Colton Allen wraps Maltzer up, kind of rolls over him there. But
one of those zone blitzes, dropping your DNs in the coverage.
Yeah, and that's a guy you don't out there roaming around. If you're a slot receiver, that might be one of those dudes you don't want to run into.
Back to the pistol, 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen. And quick pass there and thrown away by Youngblood, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, Gage Youngblood right now, 7 for 14, 50%, just over 100 yards, only 7 completions, but he's not looking very comfortable passing the ball last couple of drives.
Quick snap there, and the blitz was coming. He didn't like what he saw, so he just throws that one away, and that's going to bring the end to the drive here for LSU.
Man, if you're Ohio State, you got to feel like that's a little bit of a momentum shift for you. This LSU team has been able to get big chunk plays, move down the field, things like that. All of a sudden, now you're finally forcing a punt. You just had a successful drive on offense. Now, can you capitalize on it and take the first lead of the night?
Well, they downlift the pressure, and it got to them. Now we're going to see what Ohio State can do here with their best field possession of the night, starting at their own 36. So they'll come out here, empty backfield, 4 receivers to the left, including the running back, Manuel Silva. Jermaine going to take off and run, try to go up the middle, stiff arming his way forward, but only going to be able to pick up 2.
It's a nice strong run there by Jermaine, just not able to get anywhere. LSU, staying on top of him pretty well. Total yards relatively even right now, but Ohio State, they got a lead, and they got the ball back.
Jermaine to pass here. And he's going to check it down underneath to Silva, gets wrapped up and drugged down after a pickup of 5.
Well, Silva does a good job of, he tries to break away, just can't get loose from the big tackle there. And we see it again, they've got a short 3rd down. Jermaine, they're 4 of 7 so far, converting on 3rds.
Read option, Jermaine's going to keep it himself. He's got the first down and a little bit more as he spins out to the 45.
Yeah, it was a good run by Jermaine. Good way to fight forward. We see a lot of those quarterbacks who are able to take that hit in this league and roll forward with it. It's pretty impressive.
2-by-2 set here, and they bring the tight end Eric Miller in motion over to the left. And they're going to hand it off right up the middle. Manuel Silva gets tripped up and brought down after a pickup of 4.
Just lost his footing right there, not able to get going very well. If he'd have kept his footing, felt like that could have at least been a 1st down run for him.
Ohio State sticking with the run, still running about 75% of the time over the last 3 drives. And a 2nd and 6 here, they'll pass here though. And stepping up, throwing it short to the right is Miller making the catch, but he gets only 3 and it'll be a 3rd down.
Well, that's his 4th catch for 92 yards tonight. Miller, he's been a big part of this offense so far when they have decided to pass. Jermaine, another short, 3rd and 3.
See what they do here. He comes up to the line, clapping his hands, and they give it to Fuller, who barrels his way forward for the 1st down.
Well, just the head start that Fuller got on that play, just got up to full speed. By the time he gets to the line of scrimmage, just barrels his way through for the 1st down.
It'd be nice to see Carter Cook get a head of steam like that.
That would be the one. Somebody would get killed.
1st and 10, 4-man rush. They're going to go over the middle. Silva makes the catch and picks up 5.
And Silva's paying for it in the passing game right now. Brandon Stone lays a pretty good hit on him right there. But we see Silva, he's a tough guy, you know, and again, the fact that he's got Fuller in there as backup, it's helping him.
2nd and 5 now. Trips to the left for Jermaine. Going to hand it off inside zone right up the middle, but nothing doing there as the defense swarms, and it's going to be 3rd and 4.
Well, Brent Gelkin does a good job, just lowers his head into Silva, doesn't let him go anywhere. It's just a head-to-chest action, and drops Silva where he stood.
So 3rd and 4 from the 25. Ohio State trying to take their first lead of the night. And they got that quads look down to the right again. Jermaine moving around, going to throw the right, just wastes that one away as the pressure got to him, and that's going to force a field goal attempt.
Well, a good hold by the LSU defense here. They don't let him get into the end zone. Maybe try to squash some of that Ohio State momentum. But a good field goal here gives Ohio State the first lead they've had all night.
Kick by Brewer is up, and it's good for 43 yards out, and Ohio State takes a 16-13 lead.
Van Brutus is busting a move over there. He's happy to see his boys finally taking the lead here. LSU, you know, they're only down by 3 here. They got plenty of time. Let's see what Gage Youngblood has up his sleeve.
And return by Odenheim brought back 27 yards. So Ohio State punted on their first drive, and then they've scored 4 times in a row, although 3 of them were field goals. LSU scored 3 times, and then they punted last drive. So we'll see what they do here. Youngblood back pass, going to check it down underneath, and it's complete to Maltzer for 4 yards.
It's a good play on first down. Throw it to Maltzer underneath. It's basically a run play. Catch him off guard with the pass. Try to get this defense to back off a little bit, get them to drop back a little bit. That gives Colt Youngblood more room to work.
And he's going to throw that one away as Gage Youngblood. That's incomplete. And now quickly a 3rd and 6 coming up here for the Tigers.
Yeah, the sideline has been Gage Youngblood's favorite target all night long. He just continues to have to throw it out of bounds because of the pressure that Ohio State's bringing.
And he's going to throw that one away. Gage Youngblood just not having a good night.
He's not seeing the field very well right now. And I saw Voodoo earlier in chat said that Gage was seeing ghosts. He wasn't letting the play develop. It's kind of what it looks like. The pressure's getting to him. He's not seeing what he wants, and he's dumping it off.
So they're going to punt this one away as LSU going to be fielded at the 31. And trying to get to the outside was Fuller. He'll be brought down after a return of 18. So best field position of the night here for Ohio State as they will start at midfield. And they're already up by 3, so a good opportunity here for the Buckeyes. Shotgun formation, 4 receivers, 3 to the left. Jermaine moving around in the pocket, going to fire it to the left. That one is caught. Turning upfield is McFadden, and he'll pick up 19.
It's a good start to the drive. Quick 19-yard play for him. McFadden getting involved with his second catch tonight. Jimmy Jermaine, he's doing a good job of keeping LSU guessing. They've seen him use the run a lot on that scoring drive where they got the touchdown. Now they're coming out passing. Again, if you can keep a defense guessing, you've always got a chance to move the ball.
McFadden with the arms of steel makes it.
He's got giant arms.
Yes, he does. 1st and 10 here, pass to the left. And caught stepping on the bounds. Trip Warren, who picks up 4.
Yeah, well, and again, it's another short pass play here, sets it up. Let's see again. Can Jimmy Jermaine put a touchdown on the board, give Ohio State a 10-point lead maybe going into the half?
Ohio State's last 3 drives have each been 10 plays or more. And this one going out to the right to Miller. And he's only able to pick up a couple, and it's going to be 3rd down.
All right, Jimmy Jermaine, 13 of 18 right now passing, being very efficient as he has been all season long. 3rd and 4.
Passing for the 4th straight play. They go to the right. That one's caught by Turner, who gets the 1st down.
And I love that he knows how much time he's got on the clock. He's not trying to get it all in one play. He wants to score and leave nothing on the clock going into halftime for LSU.
Receiver coming in motion, going to use him on option. They pitch it to the outside, and fighting his way down to the 15 is Lloyd Silver.
They bring in the safety off the defense to run the option right there. He does a good job, gets 3 yards.
Silva in the backfield now. Silver in the slot to the right. Going to hand it off. Going up the middle is Silva, but he's only able to pick up 1, and it's going to be a 3rd down again.
All right, 3rd down there. We see now. Looking for the number who it was. It was Dmitry Mikhailov that got in on the tackle there. Was able to drop him.
Shotgun here. Jermaine to the right. That one is caught. Miller fighting his way forward, and he's in the end zone for the second time tonight.
And I'm not sure what LSU ever did to Eric Miller. Maybe something happened in recruiting that didn't make him happy. I don't know what it was, but Eric Miller has had a fantastic game tonight against the LSU Tigers here in the first half. He seems like he's on some kind of mission, and Jimmy Jermaine is more than happy to keep feeding him the ball.
He's on a mission for demolition.
Mission for demolition.
I don't know, it just came to me.
Sometimes
you got to roll with it.
Yep, I'll go with it.
All right. So Ohio State, after this PAT, is up by 10 here as we're getting ready to head to the half now.
We are, and Gage Youngblood has looked so uncomfortable passing the ball all night long. Would like to see him get his composure back a little bit. He's playing in front of the home crowd. It's a 10-point lead. It's not the end of the world. Just, you got to see the play and you got to make it instead of, getting so nervous as you throwing it out of bounds.
24-yard return there out to the 23 for Ulrich Odenheim, and that's where LSU is going to start. Remember, they will start with the ball in the second half, so if they can score here, it would be big. Quick pass over the middle, and Devin Roberts picks up 8.
And Devin Roberts, another, he does well here for the LSU Tigers. Just like Malter, another one of those clutch guys in the middle, but Youngblood would like to see him try to push one down the field.
Halfback screen, haven't seen many of those. And Youngblood going to the outside, and he'll pick up 3 and a first down.
All right, Mike the Tiger over there dancing, giving it the, getting jiggy with it. He's pretty happy.
Well, you got to be happy when you get first downs on, especially on screenplays.
Yeah, this league usually is ready with the pitchfork when the screenplay happens.
Another screenplay. They're going to go the other side now. And looking for some room out there is Youngblood, and he's going to pick up 4 more. And LSU calls their second timeout.
All right, I don't like the 2 back-to-back halfback screens, but hey, one got him a first down, and another one got him 4 yards. Like to see him, go a little further down though.
Youngblood going to take off and run, but he gets bottled up and dropped for only a gain of 1. So it's going to be 3rd and 5. They'll hurry up to the line. 36 seconds on the clock here. Quick snap. Gage going to throw it over the middle. That one is complete wide open. Fred Perry, and he's into the end zone with a touchdown.
Well, 3-star receiver Fred Perry just broke the defense wide open. Best pass play we've seen from Gage Youngblood all night long tonight. He gets the touchdown, cuts it back to a 3-point lead.
Big score there by LSU. Like I said, they get the ball to start the second half, so now they've cut this to only a 3-point game. The key is now they just got to stop Ohio State from doing anything big here.
Yeah, that's it. Ohio State has 28 seconds and 1 timeout. Jimmy Jermaine, he's got some outside weapons, especially with Dylan Turner and or Braden Ennis and Brad McFadden. He's got those wide receivers out there who can go deep for him, but this is a spot where LSU's going to be kind of sitting on that deep pass. It's going to have to take a pretty good play call here for the Buckeyes to be able to convert. But hey, man, they've had 5 successful drives in a row, so let's see what they do.
Ohio State going to start throwing it to the right and picking up 1. It's trip forward. Not really the way you want to start the drive.
Well, just a feeler play right there. But the thing is, you got 1 timeout. You can't really, and they're just going to run it out.
Yeah, they elect just to run it out. They'll be happy going in on the road with a 3-point lead here against LSU. They trailed early. They were able to fight their way back, built up a 10-point lead. LSU scores late in the half to make it a 3-point game. They'll start with the ball in the second half. But overall, it was a pretty exciting first half. Matt, give us your thoughts.
Well, it's been an evenly played game is what I'd say the most part. We've seen the defenses make big plays. We've seen the offenses, especially Ohio State, they look much better as the game went on. Like we said, they scored on 5 straight possessions, not counting that one play one at the end of the half. What we haven't seen, though, is that the, not getting touchdowns, they're having to kick field goals, and that's mostly because both defenses are playing very well, especially inside the end zone. Now, Gage Youngblood, he's the X factor for LSU right now. He's been very uncomfortable, hits the big pass play at the end of the first half. They get the ball back first, only down 3. If Youngblood can keep that confidence going, LSU can get back ahead in this game.
We take a look at the halftime stats there, and somewhat surprisingly, double the time of possession. Ohio State over LSU. LSU with the slight edge passing. Ohio State's ran the ball much better, but they've also been much more committed to running the ball. The time of possession, though, is really kind of the surprising stat.
Well, Ohio State was leaning so heavily on the run early in the game. They're putting such long drives together. It is surprising that it's double like that. I'm not surprised they've got the lead. Now their defense is going to have to look to try to get a stop here. LSU picked up some momentum going into the half. Ohio State's got to try to squash that now if they want to keep this lead that they've got.
Dutch is going to take that return out 33 yards. And that's where LSU is going to start this drive at their own 33. So Youngblood will come out here in the pistol, play fake, rolling, throwing to the right. That one is caught as Maltzer will start the drive with a 21-yard gain.
A nice quick out route right there to Maltzer. He picks that up, cuts it upfield. It's a well-delivered ball by Gage Youngblood. Doesn't lead him too far. Gives him plenty of field in front of him. Nice cut by Maltzer. Turns around, pulls up field, picks up the extra yards. 1st and 10. Gage Youngblood, those last couple of passes he's thrown, looks like what the guy we used to see it.
That was D'Amico Brewer, the one that made the tackle there. Pistol formation, trips to the top of the screen now. And they're going to hand that one off to Colt Youngblood, who goes up the middle but gets hit quickly and dropped for just a gain of 3.
Well, he gets dropped there pretty hard by Austin Turner. He's able to kind of bend him backwards. But LSU, they do get the 3 yards. They are past the 50, so they are in business.
Go to the shotgun now. They're going to hand it inside zone. Breaking free. Youngblood to the 10. Touchdown, LSU.
And there's the issue right there. If you give Colt Youngblood just a little bit of space, you can get off that first tackle, that first guy that gets his hands on him. Colt Youngblood's the kind of guy who can take it to the house from any point on the field, and he proves it on that run right there.
PAT is good. And the 3-play drive there for LSU culminates in the Colt Youngblood touchdown. And so LSU back out in front here as we start the second half.
All right, well, Ohio State, not the way they wanted to start defensively. You know, they've given up 10 straight points basically to the LSU Tigers. This offense has been very efficient. They've looked very good, scored on 5 of their last 6 possessions. Let's see if they can keep that going. Let's see if Jimmy Germain, he doesn't have to change up anything really. He can go back running a little bit more. He can come out passing if he wants to. Just got to keep mixing it up against this defense.
Well, they're going to start this one by swinging it outside. Dylan Turner will pick up 3. They've actually scored in the last 5 possessions. They put in the first drive. They scored every possession since. 3 field goals and a pair of touchdowns. And we'll see what they can do here. As they got a 2nd and 7 now from the 23. Shotgun for Jermaine. Going to hand it off to Silva. Starts up the middle, cuts back to his left, and brought down by Brett Gelkin.
Well, Gelkin comes back and says he's reeling him in. He's reeling him in. Silva never had anywhere to go once Gelkin got his big hands on him, man. Just drug him down, 3rd and 9.
Well, Gelkin came into the game with 6 tackles for a loss, and he's adding to it with that play. 3rd and 9, deep in their own end for Ohio State. Jermaine getting pressure, throws off his back foot, and it's caught! What a catch by Trip Warren!
And he's okay. He jumps up and he's pumping his fist. I thought he got decapitated on that hit. He got destroyed.
Brandon Stone, good Lord, but what a catch there by Trip Warren.
That's just impressive. That was a great 3rd down conversion by Ohio State.
15-yard pickup for the first down out to the 37-yard. Now they're going to bring Fuller in motion to use him on the option. Jermaine's going to keep it himself, fights through a tackle, and it's going to get brought down just short of the 50.
Kind of fakes the pitch there a little bit, kind of, ducks down like he's going to pitch the ball. The defender bites on it. Jermaine turns it upfield.
Well, at the 48 now, empty backfield here for Jermaine. As he's going to drop back to pass, 4-man rush goes to the right, and that one's caught by Jesse Brooks, who's only able to get 1.
That was like Brandon Stone again in on that stop, able to chase him down in coverage. Jermaine, 19 to 24 passing, 192 yards, 2 touchdowns. Still hasn't made a mistake throwing the ball all year.
Standing in the shotgun here, handed off on the draw play to Silva, goes up the middle, and it takes a couple of LSU defenders to bring him down after a gain of 4. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 now. And
Ohio State's been very successful on 3rd down. They're 9 of 13. Very high percentage right here. Jermaine coming out 5 wide.
TJ Shannon, the player of the week candidate, making the tackle there. 3rd and 5, going to pass it to the left. Now it's caught by Silva, and he's down inside the 35 with a first down.
Well, Emmanuel Silva is just Mr. Do-It-All right now for Ohio State. He's working in the run game. He's working well in the pass game. Jimmy Jermaine got to be happy to have that guy on his side. Mitchell O'Brien gets his 5th tackle on the night on that play.
Ohio State down to the 33-yard line of the Tigers now, trying to take the lead back. Read option. Jimmy Jermaine's got it himself, and he's going to pick up the first down.
All right, Ohio State's rolling like they have been the last 5 drives. They're getting down here close to the LSU red zone. Looking good on offense.
Mitchell O'Brien coming up with a 6th tackle. We're going to go back to the shotgun, trips to the top of the screen. Jermaine looking that way. And he's going to fire it complete before he's pushed down as Tripp Warren picking up 8.
Now Tripp Warren, who had the great catch earlier in the drive, makes another nice one there on the sideline, brings up 2nd and 2.
Jermaine very efficient, 21 of 26 tonight. 5th trip inside the red zone for Ohio State. Going to hand it off to Silva. He's up the middle, and he's got the first down inside the 10.
I love the way Ohio State's mixed it up right now. I love the way they're using Manuel Silva. I love the way that Jimmy Germain's not afraid to drop down and run the ball. This offense it's hard to guess what they're going to come at you with.
11th play of the drive, 3rd drive tonight of at least 10 plays. Read option, Jermaine getting stuffed there for no gain.
Well, nobody was really fooled on that one. Ulrich Odenheim comes up, gets the big hit for the tackle. But, again, 2nd and goal here. Let's see what Jermaine dials up. 5 wide again.
Empty backfield. They're starting to bring somebody in motion, and then now they're going to fire it over to him. That's Eric Miller, who's going to pick up 4, and he gets inside the 5.
All right, he cuts it in half right there. Gets them closer than they were. Half the distance to the goal line right here. 3rd and goal from the 5. Ohio State looking to take the lead.
13th play of the drive. Longest drive of the night for either team. Ohio State wants to cap it with a touchdown. Jermaine getting pressure off his backside. Fires over the middle. Adam Fuller into the end zone for a touchdown.
Adam Fuller cut that thing upfield quick. Jermaine was getting in trouble. The pressure was getting home, and Jermaine fires a dart to Adam Fuller right there for the touchdown. That's just a well-designed play. Luckily, the protection held up long enough for Jermaine to deliver it, but Ohio State, that's 6 in a row they've scored on, Mike.
They're, outside of ending the half. It's an impressive turnaround for Ohio State. Started with the punt, but they've been rolling it. For LSU, outside of 2 punts on back-to-back drives early or in the middle of the half, they've scored on 4 or 5 of their 7 drives. So both of the offenses are working pretty well overall.
Well, they're working very well, I think. The difference is earlier Ohio State, they've had to kick a few more field goals, didn't get the touchdowns, got stopped inside the 5 a couple of times. That's kind of why this game feels as close as it is right now.
I want to give a shout out to everybody in chat. Will Stern, Cope, Voodoo, Ted Stern, Conley, Levi Thames, H. Rooster, Hunky Dory, Ty Perry. Let's see who else we got in here. Not a lot of you guys chatting. David Roy is in there. Why do I see all Hunky Dory and Cope talking? Perry's been there a little bit. Wookiees in the house. And anybody else, crackback there. For anybody else we missed, we do apologize. So LSU going to start off here from their own 25, and they hand it off to Youngblood, who gets stopped for no gain.
Well, it was a nice stop right there by Colton Allen again. He's able to corral Youngblood before he's able to get away from him. 2nd and 10.
They'll stay in their customary pistol formation with 3 wide. Gage Youngblood back to pass, and that one is batted away, as batted down by Colton Allen.
Colton Allen making his presence felt early on this drive. That's 2 straight plays he's been directly involved in.
LSU, 7th third down tonight. They've only completed 2 of them so far. Youngblood back to pass. Only a 3-man rush. Fires it to the right. Coming back, making the catch is Cosmos Woods, picking up the first down.
First time we've called Cosmos Woods' name tonight, and he's the bigger name receiver really for these LSU Tigers, and I'd like to see him get a little bit more involved. Youngblood been a lot more comfortable passing the ball here in the second half, so maybe we may see more from Woods as the game goes on.
Cosmos Woods, a former Ohio State Buckeye.
Absolutely is.
A couple of seasons ago. 1st and 10 now from the 42. They'll go under center here, and they'll hand it off to Colt Youngblood, who goes to the outside, and it will only pick up 2.
Well, Colt Youngblood's got 8 rushes tonight for 97 yards, okay? Let's go over that.
It's pretty good average.
Yeah, 8 rushes, 97 yards. That tells me maybe you might want to involve him a little more.
Now back to the pistol. Can't stay away from it for too long. Play fake, passing to the left, caught, stepping out of bounds. Eric Malster, but he's going to be just short of the marker.
Was not able to regain his balance there on the outside. Tried to tiptoe, maybe try to fight forward a little bit. Wasn't able to do it.
3rd and inches here. They go back under center. Tight end to either side. 2 receivers. Youngblood in the backfield. He'll get the handoff right up the middle, and he's got the first down.
Well, that's almost money for a guy like Colt Youngblood. Ohio State got to be afraid to really bring the house on a play like that, afraid that Gage's going to throw on him, so he picks up the first.
7th play of the drive. This is tied for the longest drive of the night for LSU. Play fake. Youngblood stepping up, firing it to the right. That one is caught. Jumpy catch by Devin Roberts, and he's got a 21-yard pickup.
Well, Youngblood delivers a pretty good ball, gets it over the defender's head. There's a guy trailing in coverage, but He goes up for it, not able to come down and get much forward momentum, but it's a great conversion there, 1st and 10, LSU.
Late in the third quarter, and you're facing your first 8-play drive of the game. Everything else has been quick or short and a punt. So we'll see if they can cap this one and get another touchdown. Quick pass to the outside, but Woods not able to do anything.
Well, tried to trick them there with the quick screen type play there to Woods. Ohio State having none of it.
So ball stays at the 25-yard line. Just over 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. LSU trailing by 3. Looking to go out on top here, though. Youngblood firing it to the right. Caught on the sideline. What a grab there by the walk-on Tony Campbell.
Tony Campbell does a good job, find some walk-on magic there on the sideline, able to go up and drop, pull that one down and keep his feet in bounds. Good throw by Youngblood, though.
Excellent throw. Better catch, though, by the walk-on. So first and goal down to the we'll call it 6-yard line. And they'll come out in the pistol with a pair of tight ends to the right. They'll bring one in motion going right to left. And Youngblood back to pass. Going to fire it over the middle. Caught by Woods for the touchdown.
It's a quick slant route. Easy enough. Cosmos Woods gets off the line, cuts it inside. Youngblood sees him, hits him right in the breadbasket with him. That's longest drive of the night, but it results in a touchdown for the Tigers.
And the extra point is good. So now LSU goes back out on top by 4 here late in the third quarter. And are we going to see more of the same for Ohio State? Or are they just going to keep trading scores?
It's kind of looking that way, Mike. Both these offenses operate pretty well. LSU's cleaned up some of their mess from in the first half. Ohio State, they've been rolling as of late.
Nice return there by Adam Fuller, 37 yards. So good field position coming up. It's been a battle of these two offenses, and a lot of it coming through the air outside of that long run by Colt Youngblood. But now it's Ohio State's turn to try to take the lead once again. They're going to come out in the shotgun with 2 tight ends, and they're going to hand it off. Nope, read option. Jermaine's going to keep it himself, and he's going to pick up 9.
All right, and they're starting it the way they want to here. Picking up 9 yards, bringing up 2nd inches. Jimmy Jermaine is kind of painting a masterpiece since that first drive right now. If he can keep this up, he can very well get Ohio State their 2nd win on the year.
Empty backfield. Now they bring Silva in motion. They're going to use him on the option. They'll hand it off to him. He stiff arms his way across midfield.
Just a nice, hard, tough run by Manuel Silva right there. That just gets him 78 yards on the night, averaging 4.6 a carry. Pretty good average for him, too.
Ulrich Goldenheim with his 8th tackle. You got to be a little scared out there trying to tackle this guy.
That's a big neck roll.
Shotgun trips to the right now. Fuller in the backfield. They'll send him out for a pass. Jermaine going to wind up, taking a shot to the right of that one. Going to be picked off. Taking it back the other way is Alan Dutch. And finally pushed out of bounds by Jermaine. That's his 2nd interception of the season.
And that's the first one Jimmy Jermaine has thrown all year long. Just left that corner out a little bit short. Alan Dutch, great in coverage right there. Follows it all the way in, brings it down. Turnover, LSU momentum may just swung in their favor.
Well, it's big here because if they can capitalize on this one and take it into the end zone, that's a huge swing for the Tigers. They'll go under center here with 2 tight ends. Eggers comes in motion, lines up in the backfield, and they're going to hand it off to Colt Youngblood, who goes to the outside and will pick up 5.
Well, you remember early in the game, LSU had a 10-point lead, and Ohio State was able to fight their way back and take the lead back from them. Now, LSU, because of the turnover, has a chance to make this double digits again if they can capitalize.
Well, and it's later in the game, too, so it can mean a little bit more. Gage back to pass, going to fire it to the right. That one is caught. Picking up the first down is Fred Perry.
All right, Gage Youngblood looks like he's completely settled in here in the second half. He's got his mojo or whatever he needed to get going. It's going for him now. Passing much better than he was earlier.
Maybe they did a little voodoo on the sideline.
That's very possible.
Youngblood passing it deep over the middle. That one just swatted away the linebacker deep in coverage.
Alan Mack back there, he just followed that all the way down the middle of the field and just threw that big left hand up to knock it away.
Ooh, big blitz it looks like coming here from Ohio State. They bring the house and they get through. Lloyd Silver in for the sack.
There it is. Lloyd Silver, Captain Crunch, flies through the line. Ohio State takes a chance and brings several. Lloyd Silver finds his way. Gage Youngblood never has a chance on that one. Silver drops him hard.
Too many guys, not enough blockers, and they get the sack, so it's going to be 3rd and 15 now from the Ohio State 41-yard line. And they'll come out in the pistol formation. Youngblood looking over his receivers. Now will bring Roberts, the tight end in motion, making it a 2-by-2 look, and they play fake it over the middle. Pressure off the edge. They go over the middle. Cosmos Woods gets wrestled down after a pickup of 12, but it's going to be short of the marker.
All right, 4th and 3. LSU going to have to settle for a field goal here. If they can hit it, it gives them a 7-point lead, but it's a good stop, or a good hold at least, by the Ohio State defense.
46-yarder from Boudreaux is good. And we now have a 7-point game with 33 seconds to play here in the third quarter.
I'll tell you what, man, Remy Boudreaux hadn't missed a field goal all year long, doesn't miss that one. Neither one of these kickers have missed one all year, let's be honest. But Ohio State only down by 7. It's a good bend but don't break type of defensive drive right there. Now they have to keep this momentum going on offense, try to find a way to score again.
Well, we got to see how Jimmy Germain's going to rebound from throwing his first pick of the year. We have not seen that yet. So in his 4th game, he finally throws his first pick. How will he respond? We'll get an opportunity to see here as Ohio State starts from their own 25. Germain's going to drop back to pass, fires it short to the left. That's caught. And Turner is going to turn the wrong way and go out of bounds and only get 1.
Yeah, ironic that a guy named Turner turned backwards instead of going forward.
Yeah, he was turning for sure. Just started in the wrong way. 2nd and 9 now. Silva in the backfield. And he'll take the handoff, going straight up the middle, fighting hard. And he'll be brought down after a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, because of that strong run by Silva, it gives them a more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 4. Jermaine been very good on 3rd down all night long. Can he continue the trend?
Ron Williams Jr. in with the tackle. Speed option coming up. Jermaine going to keep it himself, finding some holes in the defense. Odenheim brings him down, but not before he picks up 9 in the 1st down. And that is how we're going to end the third quarter. Ohio State down by 7. Can they mount the comeback? We'll find out. You're watching the CFSL on PXN Sports on YouTube Live. Starting the 4th quarter, read option. Jermaine's going to keep it himself, but quickly brought down by Nesh Eklund for no gain.
That's his 4th tackle on the night for Eklund. 2nd and 10. Ohio State, and you know, they've been very successful, been very efficient moving the ball besides the 1 turnover. Let's see how Jermaine reacts.
They'll come out in the shotgun here. They're going to go with the halfback screen. Manuel Silva not going to get the block he wants. Eklund going to slow him down again. It's only going to be a gain of 2, so long 3rd down upcoming.
Well, they had a good block on Eklund right there. He did a great job of disengaging when he saw it was a screen and getting to Silva.
Well, the longest play of this drive, 9 yards, and it was on a run by Jermaine. They haven't really pushed the ball downfield yet. Pass over the middle. They're caught and picking up the 1st down as the walk-on, Jesse Brooks.
Well, just a good ball thrown right there. Brooks able to fall forward, get the 1st down, keep the drive alive for the Buckeyes.
Ball just across midfield now. Ron Williams Jr. with the 6th tackle. Jermaine back to pass. Moving around, throwing off his back foot. That one's going to fall incomplete.
Yeah, I don't think he saw anything he liked right there. I would have rather seen him throw out of bounds and throw it into the field of play like that. It's kind of a wonky-looking pass. Wonky.
That's one I don't know if we've said on the broadcast in a while. Jermaine back pass quickly over the middle. That one's caught by Braden Ennis. He's going to be just short of the marker, and you got to think Ohio State's going to go for it.
You have to. 3rd and 1 here, especially. You know, I think it's
Of course
4 down territory, though. I agree with you.
What was I thinking? It's the age, man. It gets to you. 3rd and 1 here. Silva's going to get the handoff. Moving around, and he's going to get the 1st down. Manuel Silva finding the marker.
I'll tell you what, Manuel Silva is, he's not got the huge yards that you see from some running backs, but man, he is fighting for every yard he gets. It's impressive to watch this young man run.
Ulrich Odenheim with his 10th tackle. They're going to give it to Silva again. Inside zone, runs over the first guy. That hurdles him. Now he's breaking tackles and headed downfield. Nobody's going to catch him. Touchdown, Manuel Silva.
Silva got excited inside the 15-yard line there. Almost ran into his own guy, but man, he fought, busted one guy, knocks one guy down, jumps over him, breaks another tackle, and then there's nothing but green grass in front of him.
What a run. That's one of the better runs we've seen in a while. He showed a little bit of everything on that drive.
Just power, agility, and then just breakaway speed there at the end.
So on the 10th play of the drive, Silva takes it 38 yards to pay dirt, and we got a tie game here in the 4th quarter.
I tell you what, it's just a back and forth game. Has been all night long. LSU, they've been able to score on their last 4 drives. They hadn't had to punt in a while. Ohio State, this defense has done a pretty decent job of trying to contain them. But LSU looks better and better as the game goes on.
And to Colt Youngblood, he's going to get brought down by Brewer. No gain to start this drive.
D'Amico Brewer with his 5th tackle on the night does a good job of wrangling Youngblood in. They've got to keep these down and distances long. If you're the Ohio State defense, try to force Gage Youngblood in to throw it.
Last time they started a drive with a 0-yard run, as we see that one forced out of bounds. Incomplete. Well, actually, that drive 2 drives ago wound up with a touchdown pass to Cosmos Woods, and it started the exact same way. Run for 0 and an incomplete pass. Will they get a 16-yard completion here? Well, probably not, since it's a halfback screen. Well, he's cutting back inside, and, well, they get 13, not 16, and they pick up the first down.
Well, it's a decent farm. It doesn't have to be perfect every time, but if it works, it works. It's a well-run screenplay by the Tigers.
8th tackle of the night for Brandon Cox. Youngblood going to drop back to pass, get pressured out the backside. Oh, and he fumbles the ball as Colton Allen got to him, and he's going to get brought down with the sack and a loss of 4.
Well, then big number 79 for LSU tries to pick it up. He's one of those big hog mollies. Does a good job getting a hold of the ball right there. I'm not sure how far he was going to get downfield with it, but does retain possession for the Tigers.
Well, I think the ghost got him. I didn't see him get his hand on that one. I think Youngblood seeing ghosts again there. Either way, it's going to be 2nd and 13. Gage in the pistol, drop back pass, quickly firing it to the left. Woods makes the catch. No, he can't hold on to it, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
I was worried for Woods when I saw that ball coming to him because there were 4 Ohio State defenders bearing down on him, and it showed. He wasn't able to haul it in.
Now they'll come back into the pistol, trips to the bottom of the screen. Now they're going to bring Roberts in motion, going left to right, 2-by-2 set. Play fake. Youngblood thrown off his back foot, and that one is picked off. Ill-advised pass there. And that one is snagged out of the air by Brandon Cox.
Well, Brandon Cox had a big drive right there. Had a couple of strong tackles, and then he comes down with the interception. It's a bad underthrown ball there by Youngblood. We've seen that from Youngblood a few times. The guy can put up huge numbers. He's put up almost or more than 300 passing yards tonight. 3 touchdowns. Finally throws his first pick though.
Best field position of the night for Ohio State as they got an opportunity to take the lead here. Jermaine back pass going over the middle. That one is caught as Trip Warren picks up 14.
Trip Warren has taken a lot of punishment tonight from the receiving core. He's took some big hits tonight, but man, I haven't seen him drop one yet.
I wonder if he's related to Andrew Warren at all, the famed 3-star receiver. Read option. Jermaine's going to keep it himself. Going out to the right on the outside, inside the 15 before he's struck down by Odenheim, and a 1st down.
All right, Ohio State back in business, riding the momentum of that turnover. Jimmy Jermaine with the big run right there. 1st and 10 from the 15.
6th trip inside the red zone. They've scored on their previous 5. Can they do it again? Read option or a little orbit option there. Jermaine keeps himself. He'll get brought down after a gain of just 1.
And DJ Shadow able to wrangle him in, drops him there. Shadow with his 9th tackle.
He's having a nice game. Was Player of the Week candidate last week and putting up another nice performance. 2nd and 9 here. Shotgun trips to the right. And they're going to bring the receiver in motion. Triple option. They'll pitch it to the outside. 1 man to beat. Slips inside. Oh, no. He gets stopped just short of the touchdown. 11 yards. It's going to bring up 1st and goal.
Nice run there by Trip Warren. Nej Eklund brings him down on the tackle. His 5th for the night. But look at this, man.
Empty backfield again for Ohio State. Quad to the right, going to go with a halfback or quarterback draw rather, but he's going to get bottled up, no gain.
I don't mind that on 1st down. Try to catch him off guard. They've thrown a good bit in the red zone. Jermaine tries to run it upfield, picks up a little bit of yardage.
Cameron Boggs and Ulrich Odenheim in on the stop there. They're going to go back to that empty backfield. And once again, they're going to try it again, and this time Jermaine will get in with the touchdown.
If at first it don't succeed, try again. Well, it only took the 2nd try for Jimmy Jermaine to get into the end zone for the Ohio State offense right here. They've got a touchdown lead again. LSU going to get the ball back. Can their offense recover from that turnover that they had last drive?
Ohio State ran on their last 5 plays of that drive, and they get it into the end zone. For the touchdown, they get a 7-point lead with 4:47 to play now. All of the pressure shifts to Gage Youngblood.
It does. And Gage Youngblood has had a good game. He has the 1 mistake, but he's really righted the ship here in the 2nd half. The thing of it is Gage Youngblood, he never seems to get phased by turnovers. He never really seems to get phased by interceptions.
This is only his second of the season, so we're going to have to see how he responds, actually. He hasn't turned the ball over much. He's been kind of inconsistent, though. They're really looking for him to put something on his shoulder, and now gets a chance to see if he can do it.
That's it. This is his shot right here. He can come back and tie this ball game up in front of the home crowd, but he can't make any more mistakes.
Youngblood makes an adjustment. Going to go play fake. Throwing it over the right, and diving catch by Eric Maltzer, and they pick up 30.
Well, Maltzer, the receiver gets a late turn on it, and Maltzer gets a step on him, has to lay out for the ball, but that's a huge, huge first play for LSU here. That's a good way to get Gage going again, get his momentum started.
Lloyd Silver in coverage there, and Maltzer, had it been a little bit better throw, might have been able to take that one to the house. They'll come out with 3 wide here. And they'll hand it off right up the middle. And Colt Youngblood powers his way forward for a gain of 4.
Yeah, the walk on Sean Phillips was the first one to get his hand on him and kind of took him for a ride there for a minute, finally able to wrestle him down.
Back to the pistol 4 wide receivers now. They're going to go with a halfback screen. Youngblood trying to fight out of it, but he's going to wind up getting brought down for a loss of 1.
All right, well, Colt Youngblood, he's right. Like you said, he's running hard right there, but 3rd and 7. This is a longer than you want 3rd down if you're the LSU Tigers. That halfback screen has worked for LSU, didn't work that play. Gage Youngblood going to have to dial up something a little different here because Ohio State, I think, is starting to predict what LSU is trying to do on offense.
3rd and 7 here, 4 minutes to go. Youngblood back to pass, fires over to the left, but Perry's not going to get anywhere close, only picking up 2. And you got to think they're going to go for it.
You got to think they're going for it here, and they are, Mike. They know that they've got to get it down here and get this touchdown in.
They come out in the shotgun, 2-by-2 set. Gage Youngblood to pass, throws it to the left on the sideline. Oh, they say he was out of bounds. I thought Maltzer got his foot in.
Oh, it's going to be very odd to me if Maltzer's out of bounds right here. He's usually so sure. I don't know. I'd like to see him take another look at this thing. It's hard to see it at that speed.
Will they challenge it or will they take a look at it? They are going to review it. I think this is going to be a first down. And Maltzer. Oh.
No, he's out. He is
I
out.
thought he had his foot down when he caught it, but upon further review, he is out.
Right foot is in the white.
The ruling on the field is reversed.
But yet, somehow they said he was in. Okay, then. Well, the phantom officiating strikes again. And LSU now is going to go read option. Gage Youngblood going to the outside, only going to pick up 1. And I'm still kind of befuddled.
Well, LSU caught a huge break right there because the guy was out. That's all there was to that. Now,
well, they only looked at it once. That was a quick review. They were like, we saw enough. He was in.
Yeah, there's just nothing there. And then now LSU jumps offside. A false start.
Offense.
Well, things are getting crazy here in Death Valley. They always say that strange things happen at night here in Baton Rouge.
And it's
indeed,
hot.
Well, it is. It was 93 degrees at kickoff. So maybe the refs are getting a little tired. They want to go home. Gage Youngblood the throw, throwing it to the left. Maltzer making the catch. He'll get 13, just short of the first down, so it'll be 3rd and 1.
All right, 3rd and 1 here. And, again, LSU, they've shown that they know they have to get it here. 3 minutes left on the clock. Already went for it on 4th one. We're definitely still in 4-down territory, obviously.
Yeah, you would think so. They'll go under center here, I formation. First time we've seen that tonight from either team. And they'll hand it off to Youngblood right up the middle. He'll pick up the first down and a little bit more.
Michael Kruger able to drag him down from behind right there. Youngblood, 13 rushes, 116 yards tonight.
Ninth play of this drive for LSU as they look to tie the game here late in the 4th quarter. Tigers coming in motion, going left to right. He's one of 2 tight ends out there. Youngblood back to pass, going to fire it over the middle. That one is caught, and Roberts picks up 8.
All right, Gage Youngblood starting to operate here. Knows he's got time. He doesn't have to rush. He doesn't have to hurry here, but he's got to get 7.
Matt, will you give us an all right, all right, all right?
All right, all right, all right.
All right. 2nd and 2, a handoff. Oh, and getting crunched is Eric Maltzer, losing 2.
Michael Kruger took his head off on that, man. Look at that. Boom. Just drops him.
Maltzer, he might need an MRI after that one.
I would get him looked
Something's
at.
been displaced, I have to think. Pistol formation. Maltzer's not out there on this play either, not surprisingly. And pass to the left, caught. Youngblood for the first down out of the 2.
All right, first and goal, 2:06 on the clock. Had a feeling this was going to come down to the wire. If LSU can punch this in, it's going to do exactly that, Mike.
First and goal from the 2. Goal line formation. Fullbacks getting it. And nothing doing there as Edge Eggers gets stuffed.
Edge Eggers got pushed way back on it. Alan Mack came in with some serious velocity and knocked him backwards on that one.
13th play of this drive is LSU trying to tie it up. Back to the pistol. 2 tight ends. Maltzer in the backfield. He'll get the handoff going up the middle. And he gets dropped by Colton Allen.
Yeah, Colton Allen. You know, both defensive ends have made huge plays on the first couple of downs. This big D line for the Ohio State Buckeyes. They're not going to give them anything easy up the middle. They're pushing them backwards.
2 tight ends out there again. Pistol formation, 2 receivers. Youngblood in the backfield. They're going to go with the speed option. They pitch it. And call Youngblood into the end zone. Tie ball game.
Well, the ball crosses the plane right there for LSU. I don't think you can argue with that one. Just a well-designed play and a nice pitch by Gage to Colt to keep this thing moving. They've tied it up with 1:22 left.
And PAT is good. So 44-44 the score with 1:22 played. Now the focus shifts to Jimmy Germain.
Jimmy Germain, he's looked really good all night long. Both these quarterbacks, for the most part, have looked very good all night long. Jimmy Germain been a little more consistent. Let's see if he's got one more drive left in him. He only needs 3, Mike.
He does, and he's got all 3 timeouts, so there is plenty of time. He has thrown an interception tonight. Can he shake that off a little bit? Will he be gun shy, or can he move this ball down the field, put Ohio State in position for their second win of the season? Germain passes to the left to start the drive, and that's complete to Brad McFadden for a gain of 8.
And they're going to hurry back to the line. He's going to just try to inch his way down, kind of nickel and dime his way down the field. Got all 3 timeouts.
Pass to the left on the sideline. And that one is caught by Dylan Turner for the first down.
Well, that's a nice job of just keeping his feet in bounds by Dylan Turner right there. He's going backwards, and he's able to stay in. First down, Ohio State. They started the drive very well, already almost to the 50.
So first and 10 from midfield. Empty backfield. Germain back to pass. Fires quickly to the left. And Turner steps out after a pickup of 4.
Just a quick, little flat route right there. Didn't see anything he liked downfield. Throws it, gets it out of bounds, stops the clock.
And they'll go empty backfield once again. Germain, the pass, throwing it over the middle, caught by Turner, first down.
All right, they're edging closer and closer, Mike, to get into field goal range here. And, see if Darius Brewer can put it away for them.
Well, they're right on the edge, I would say, a field goal range. They're still staying in the empty backfield. Germain back to pass, throwing it to the right. That one is caught at the 20. Braden Ennis, and he's out of bounds.
And if you're going to go for a clutch catch, if you're going to go through a big pass, throw it to Braden Ennis, the Offensive Player of the Year nominee last season. Makes a huge catch there on the sideline for Ohio State.
Well, they just want to run out the clock and try to kick the game-winning field goal. They give it to Fuller, who goes up the middle, and he's wrestled down by Brett Galkin.
All right, now I imagine they're going to let the clock run right here. Let this thing play down a little bit. Might run one more play and then bring on the field goal unit.
I would think so. Shotgun, 2 tight ends. Fuller in the backfield. Silva on the sideline. Counter play. Fuller to the outside, inside the 5, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State, and Fuller hushes the crowd.
Oh, 50-burger right there by Ohio State. Could have waited for the field goal, could have played it safe. Mike decided to give one more run, get a touchdown out of it. I like that.
And the extra point is good. So 5 seconds left. LSU's looking for a miracle to get their first win of the season.
Yeah, they are. They can need a kick return. They need something big to happen quick.
So here comes the return from the right. And Odenheim gets it out to the 22.
Okay. Now
so they got one play here.
The first time they ever played, remember, it was a Hail Mary from Voodoo Tatum to Jared Tatonis that put them back in the game. Can LSU repeat the magic?
Youngblood throwing it to the right, caught, and he's got an open field, but he'll get caught from behind. Daryl Ponies cannot get the touchdown, and that brings an end to this game.
Oh, they almost had him too, man. Poteet caught that thing in stride. Ohio State able to run him down, though. You know, it was almost deja vu. We've seen it before right here. Different quarterback, different receiver this time. Doesn't quite get it. Still, heck of a game all night long.
Yeah, it was a back-and-forth battle. Ohio State picks up their second win of the season, first non-conference game they've had. Unfortunately for LSU, struggling a little bit this season. They dropped to 0-4, but they're still only 0-2 in conference, so they could win their last 4 games or even 3 of their last 4, and they got a shot at the playoffs. But what a tremendous game, 51-44. Ohio State with the win. We are not done. We got one more game left in week 4 as we'll head to Tuscaloosa as the 2-1 Miami Hurricanes take on the winless Alabama Crimson Tide. We'll be back in about 20 to 30 minutes for that one. For Matt Peck, I'm Mike Peters. We'll see you then.